Today we're breaking down the Adidas Dame 9s. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Zack here, Tamsters Kicks. Today we're breaking down Damian Lillard's newest signature shoe with Adidas. It's the Dame 9s. Very excited for these ones. The colorway is sick. We're gonna break them down today, guys. Damian Lillard, definitely one of my favorite basketball players. Like, we all know the vibes. Dame time. We love the way he plays, his range, the energy he brings to the game. Love Damian Lillard, but the Bape Dame 9s. This is a specific color with a bathing ape, the brand. We saw these on previous Damian Lillard shoes, but we're gonna break them down today. If you guys haven't seen the video from me, we're gonna go through the traction, cushion, support, materials, the fit, all that stuff. I hooped in them, and they're pretty fire, so let's get into it. Okay, so there were two colorways with the Bape collab. We had this one, which is that traditional, like, green army camo. They also had a red one, which was pretty fire, but I just want to keep it traditional with the black and green, and they're so clean with that gum rubber outsole too. But this colorway retails at $160. A little disappointing because the normal Dame 9s actually retail at $120, so maybe just pass. But I mean, some of the colors I've seen already are pretty sick. That like purple is pretty fire. I think there's a red one too. But the shoe is nice. It is a typical Dame. If you guys have had a Dame Lillard shoe before, you'll definitely like the feel and the vibe of this one because it brings a lot of the same energy from past models, and I mean, Adidas does really good with this model. So first up, the traction features a sticky rubber outsole pattern. So like traction pattern, it's this gum kind of translucent-y outsole, you could say on here. It's pretty sticky. It's also pretty just like Dame Lillard Adidas traction. Like, it does a really good job. It has a nice wide base. It's sticky. The bite is good. And one thing I've loved about Dames is the longevity is super nice on them. Like, they last a pretty long time. You can wear these outdoors. You can wear them indoors. And there's just not going to be a ton of breakdown on them. I feel like the rubber they use is always pretty good and solid. Something kind of weird, though, is you can see the actual foam poking out on the outsole here. A little interesting when it bridges to this forefoot area, so a little interesting with the disconnect there to kind of see the energy transfer and stuff there, but you can also see through into more of the actual like cushion traction containment system in here. You can see through, so the like the translucent part's kind of interesting, but overall the traction pattern definitely gets the job done. Next up, the cushion features an ultra lightweight light strike midsole. All right, so light strike midsole, Adidas just keeps pounding this into their basketball shoes. We just saw them on the Anthony Edward one lows that I reviewed. I just broke those down too. But the light strike, it's pretty nice. I like the compound in it. I feel like it breaks down pretty good. It does need a little bit of break in, but that's also because this insole in here is booty. It is not good. I did not like it, but Dame also like works with, I don't know if you guys seen the Move like insoles, not sponsored, but like the insoles in there. Dame uses them, have used them, and so I might recommend putting an insole if you guys kind of like doing that kind of stuff. This one in here is super thin, super flimsy, doesn't really do anything, but I mean that's most insoles anyways. But like, it's pretty solid with that light strike. You can definitely feel it, and it's gonna be a little bit of break-in time, like I said, but once it breaks in, it's super. Like the longevity, like I mentioned with the traction, it goes hand in hand with the cushion. Like, it feels really good on your foot. It doesn't like prohibit in any areas, and like it just feels like a great like court feel shoe. And it is a little wider. I'll talk about that with like the fit and the support. You get that wide base in there, but I feel like it works really well. Materials, this specific colorway is combined with signature camo Bape hits. So actually kind of a lot to talk about with the materials on here. We're gonna start Bape collab, bathing ape collab. You have that camo hits all over there. I love the like layers onto here that you can see. The camo laces, I'm not a huge fan of it. It did come with, I think it was normal black laces that you can swap out too. You have that, you have the ape here, you got the Bape on the back with the star. The insole is actually so sick too. There's also a little like bathing ape tag on the inside. Like, they really put a lot of stuff into it, and I mean, we're hoping they would for throwing $40 extra for the colorway, but I like it on there. Some other stuff I want to mention though, we got on the lateral side, you have a super hard, more firm piece here that goes around on the toe cap back into this heel part, but then it switches up, and on the medial side, it's all foam here. So plastic here for support and containment, soft, responsive foam here on the medial side. So a little interesting playing in it. You can kind of tell, but I mean, I love that feel of the outside being this plastic, harder, more firm piece. A little bit of support too, we'll talk about that, but I like that. having this piece here on this side. The fit definitely true to size. This booty fit, internal booty fit, not like bad fitting, but like that's just the fit, this like sock-ish knit with that booty fit here. I'm not a big fan of it, like I mentioned. You do have another lace toggle here that can help you bring it in. Now, like I mentioned, Adidas does run a little wider. So you have a pretty wide base, but you also have a wider area here for your foot. I still go true to size, but if you have a super narrow foot, you could experience a little bit of dead space issues, but I love the one-to-one fit. I do have a wide foot, so I always love the fit of Adidas Dame shoes particularly, so it definitely fits the same to past models. So with the support, you have that full-length flex plate in here. You have torsion bar support. And I mean, it just kind of goes hand in hand. Like I said, the rigidity of the shoe is definitely helpful as it's not super like rigid up top, but it allows you to flex and play. And I really like that feel in there. I mean, you have those flex zones that go in from the upper into the midfoot as well. And like, it just feels nice on foot. I mean, it's like a typical like Adidas Dame shoe. Upgrades, like it's not like, I wasn't like blown away, I would say, but like performance-wise, it is a solid basketball shoe. Traction, cushion, and materials giving it a good to great rating. Like, I love the durability of the shoe here, so that's why it almost hits in that greater echelon there, because the materials are nice and durable and soft, and I love the plastic to foam hit here. Then the cushion, I like the light strike. It feels good on the Anthony Edward 1 lows. I feel like this has a little more like a better shape to the shoe, so I think the light strike, you can really feel it in there a little bit more than some people say they have heel slippage with the Anthony Edward 1 lows. And then the traction, just like I mentioned, it's kind of basic, but it does such a good job at being durable and just like everything you want kind of in that traction, so it just feels good. Fit and support, both good ratings. The fit is nice. For me personally, I think it is a little bit wider based and wider entry shoe, so be wary of that if you're super narrow, but support as well is good. Like, I don't think you could want anything else in like a kind of mid-rise, low-top shoe, but the Dame 9s, baby. Let me know what you guys think about these. I like them. I've always liked Dame shoes, and I feel like you did a great job here with the 9s. The only thing I'd probably switch is this entry system. I want like a legit tongue. Like, I love that and to feel that here. I don't like this kind of flexing area, but overall, I like this shoe. The colorway's fire. So, know what you guys think down in the comments. We'll see you guys on the next one.